Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day. I forgot my drink. That's better. Drink of the day is cranberry juice. And if you'll allow me to do a little bit of coping today, I've been playing some Sakazuki. Now in OP13, there were sort of two real reasons why we did not see any Sakazuki, right? Emu is completely unwinnable. That's not changed. The matchup is still ass. However, in OP13, Emu was like 30% of the meta. Now, you're looking like 10% of the meta. There are a lot of other decks hanging around and people are trying out new stuff. So I'm like, okay, maybe that problem's not solved, but it's less relevant. Green Zoro was the other problem, and Green Zoro's play rate has fallen off a cliff, right? In the recent Japan CSs, Zoro had an average of 3% play rate, which is really low. It's low enough to the point where you wouldn't expect to match one in like a 10-round tournament. And on top of that, none of the Green Zoros made top 16, so he's clearly not doing that well. So maybe that play rate will drop. We'll have to see. However, if those two issues are sort of much lessened, I think Sakazuki, with a few new tools from both OP14 and EBO3, is actually not that bad this format. And this was sort of inspired by a post I saw on X from this Japanese user. Which way am I pointing? The wrong way. And this Japanese user managed to win an event at their locals with Sakazuki, playing the new big 8-cost jinbe. And I did highlight this a long time ago when this was first revealed, that this could be a good card in Sakazuki. I mean, you get to draw 2 when you use the extra effect, and you get to bounce a 7 at base, an 8 with leader effect, a 9 with Marineford, and if you manage to stick like a Kuzan or a Tashigi 2k, you can just bounce a 10k. You can bounce a Whitebeard. You can bounce a Rush Shanks. You can bounce whatever you like with this jinbe, given the right setup. Even just bouncing an 8 is incredible. There's a lot of like relevant sort of 8 and 9 costs around at the minute. 9 cost Mihawk in Mihawk decks. 8 cost Croc in Croc decks. You can't KO him, but you can boop him back to hand and just push the problem later down the line. And because this is a 10k rush body, this then becomes like this, oh shit. This is Sakazuki Mr. Removal, and he now just has a 10k rush body that boops an 8 and draws 2. This card's cracked. Card absolutely cracked. The other card that's cracked is Isuka. This is from EBO3, and this just feels like remember 7-cost Borsellino? Remember 7-cost Borsellino, right? The problems you have with Borsellino is he comes down on 7, so yes, with leader you remove 5. But unless you have the stage, you're not removing on curve. So if your opponent played a 6, well, tough shit. And if you were on evens, and you played this guy on like 8, it feels even worse. Also, he's a brick. And also, your opponent can just ignore him. Isuka fixes all of that. She's not a brick. She's a blocker, for some reason. And on curve, on 6, this can hit a 5 with the Alludo effect, which is basically anything your opponent's played. Yes, a lot of 5s at the minute have removal protection, but some of them are only like KO-based effects. Things like the Green Perona has that really annoying on-KO. Well, Isuka ignores that, and she bot decks. So against decks that want to resummon from trash like Black Croc, their Mr. 5's gone, or their Mr. 1's gone, or whatever it is. So they can't bring it back. Also into Boa. Boa is like pretty good into a lot of removal, because when you KO stuff, Boa's like, take a life, idiot, take a life. But when you're Sakazuki and you're bottom decking or bouncing, nice leader effect, idiot. Your shit's at the bottom of your deck. What a time to be alive. So between this Isuka, which is just an incredible on-curve play, this jinbe is like an actually good boss monster for this deck, because your leader effect gives him rush, right? Because this isn't leader locked. This is just locked to you having to trash a card. Well, Sakazuki does that inherently. Between these two cards and also the addition of Ground Death as just like a big counter event, this is live by the end of the game, and the negate effect can also come up. If you need to like either just turn off a blocker to go for game, great, Ground Death is your man, or if you need to remove something with an annoying like anti-removal effect. So say there's the 5-cost Tashigi. I'll pull her up. This Tashigi. So opponent's turn, when this character be removed, you can just rest 1 card instead. Well, if you've got Kuzan on the board on 4, which you want to do every single game, you can go Ground Death on the Tashigi for 3 dom. You have 3 left. Reduce the Tashigi with the Kuzan, and then Brook. So in that way, you have removed the Tashigi. Yes, your Kuzan then becomes a little bit vulnerable, But if you've got enough 2Ks in hand, or you've just got enough reduction to remove likely the follow-up Shanks in this Green Mihawk matchup, him going down, not the end of the world, because he doesn't end up just getting, like, stun looped by fucking Lauren Beppo, which is something. Now, I may be coping, but I do really think this deck has a chance, and this list is built to be as heavy on the blue removal as possible. The only KO effect I have is Brook, because there are a lot of on-KOs at the minute. Like, Blackula Moria has on-KOs, Boa's effect is obviously very KO-focused, the Perona in Green Mihawk, but there's less that's immune to blue removal. One of the cards that is a little annoying for this deck is Virgo. Not that Virgo. Not that Virgo either, but this Virgo. Because he does negate all removal, but it's only once per turn. So if you can double pop him, great. You can also negate him with Ground Death, or just go around him sometimes. It is not a card you want to see in the Purple Doffy matchup. It makes the matchup a lot tougher when they do see it. But you can work around it. If they're playing the Virgo, they're at least not ramping with something like Monet, which it swings and roundabouts. Regardless, this is the list of Saka that I've been working with. Heavily based off that Japanese list. I've changed a few things from the one I saw on X. But I do genuinely think this deck is actually quite good if you can just avoid Emu. Obviously, Emu's unwinnable, and Zoro is tough. But I think most of the new decks that I've played into have felt even to winning. Mihawk feels very winning. All the, like, aggro decks like Jinbe feel pretty winning. Boa has felt pretty winning. You can get burned down if you don't see stuff on curve, or if they get triggers at the wrong times, but we can play quite patiently to sort of alleviate that as much as possible, because we never KO their guys. We just bot deck them or bounce them. We don't actually get our life burned as much as other decks would. Purple Doffy has felt the closest of the new decks, I think. I think that is probably 50-50. Black Croc feels very, very winning as well. I've got a game to Black Croc in this video that will showcase that, because, again, the Crocodile has non-KO. You can't get rid of him by battle. You can't get rid of him by effects. Jinbe doesn't care. Isuka does not care. You just bot deck or bounce. And that's the aim of the game with Sakazuki. A lot of decks playing one guy at a time, so I'm focusing in on removing one guy at a time as efficiently as possible. Either way, thank you for listening to me ramble about this cope deck, and I hope you enjoy the games. If we go to Mihawk, he's taken first. We're going second. We've got double searchers. It's not the worst. I'd love to see Kuzan or Isuka. I think we can keep, though, probably. Starts with a boat. Good stuff. That could be pretty useful. I'm going to trash a 2K here, because we might need all these. And that's not a great find. Do I want to go with brand new or Toshigi? Toshigi gives us a bigger dig, but brand new costs more next turn. I think I'm going to go with the Toshigi because I want to find... I was hoping to find Kuzan. Isuka is the next best thing. Marineford's solid. Good cards here, actually. Bottoming 2 Isuka, though. We can't do that. We can't bottom 2 Isuka. If I'd gone with the Marineford, we'd have actually... sorry, the brand new. We'd have actually had a decent choice there. Let's take this one. Sometimes lucky, gamers. Ooh, that's not lucky, though. That is not lucky. Toshigi there. Do we just remove her now? We forego the Kuzan. But removing this is good, and we get to swing with this, so it's not... Yeah. I think we have to, right? I think we have to. If we don't remove this now, it's just going to get harder next turn. We do have Kuzan. We could double remove next turn. And if it's 5 to... Maybe we can just Kuzan. We can go like Houndblaze. Next turn. I do like developing the Isuka, though. We don't have a product. We've got to get rid of this. It's just, do we get rid of it now and forgo the Isuka, or the Kuzan, or do we do it next turn and forgo the Isuka? I think the Kuzan is more important, actually. Jinbe's great. I'll toss a brand new. That's not bad. That will come up later, but not anytime soon. Yeah. I think this is the better route. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty annoying, actually, the Kuzan being frozen by the Piranha. 7 to 5. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, we've got Brook as well. Can we get there? So we're always just reducing this by 1, and then Hound Blazing. We don't have anything to get the Hound Blaze value with, which is a little bit annoying. How can we reduce efficiently? We can do 2 here. Oh, we're just like 1 off. We need Hound Blaze, Hound Blaze. Yeah, we're like 1 off. That's annoying. That is annoying. We could just Isuka the Tashigi. Let's trash. A kick? Isukering the Tashigi is not the worst. Maybe we can attack into this is bad. Ah, that Tashigi. I should have just cleared this, I think, and not played the Kuzan. I was expecting 5-cost Tashigi, but it's not what we got. Toss a Brook. That's not useful. It's probably just Isuka the Tashigi and accept that we messed up a bit potentially there. Not used to seeing this in Mihawk. Not used to seeing this. I'll probably take again. Yeah. Yeah, there is no way to do it. So we can Hound Blaze, we just don't have enough reduction. If we had 1 more Suru, we could do a very expensive clear. But it is what it is. We'll just get rid of that and pass. Don't like it though. Not a fan. Because this can easily just be Shanks now. But if we keep the Kuzan, maybe we can double clear this turn. Kick's still not going to be online. Yeah, there's the Shanks. What does he rest? Does he rest the blocker or Kuzan? Probably the blocker. Rest the Kuzan. Okay. So we can go, what, 7-7. It's pretty decent, to be fair. Yeah. Goes all in. We need to keep this. We can use leader plus Kuzan to bot deck the Shanks with a Hound Blaze. With Hina? No Hina. Oh, it's just 2k, 1k, isn't it? Did we play this brand new? Kick will be online. That might work. That might work, actually. Gonna need to do some big maths here. So leader plus Kuzan. Oh, we do have Hina as well now. Okay, that makes my job a lot easier, actually. We don't need Kick to be online. So we don't need to play the brand new. So we can do 4 for Rebecca Hina. Plus leader, remove this. Then Kuzan plus Houndblaze, remove this. Yeah, 4. We have exactly the right amount of Dons. It's not ideal, though. It's a bit awkward. Using a lot of resources here, but Kick will be online next turn, which is nice. As long as we can find some more removal. I'll probably add the Brook to hand. So this is now at 6. So we can do Rebecca. Grab Brook, play Hina, reduce to 2. And we can do Hound Blaze, buff to Shigi, bottom Shanks. Attack 5, reduce to 1. Takes again, attack 5. Should have put the other buff on this as well, actually. Because he can just 1k this. This should be 6-8 rather than 5-9. That's a mistake. Although, to be fair, getting him down to 1 is actually pretty valuable. It's not the worst. And we'll go 95. And if he wants to... Yeah, I guess this way he actually... He does just go down to 1, which is... It's not great. It's not great. And all his shit is at the bottom of the deck. We've got a Rebecca. It is going to be hard for us to remove the 9-cost Mihawk. Yeah, because he can freeze the Kuzan. Which is bad. Or he can freeze the Rebecca. Yeah, freeze the Kuzan. That's the smart choice. This is just going into Rebecca regardless. If it goes life, I might actually take, though. Genuinely might take. 7 to 5. No. Let's block. So we're at 8. Once we play once we use our leader effect, kick will be online. To reduce this. Kuzan's not good. I'm going to trash him. Oh, that is insane. Surely we can get there with that. We still need to draw something, actually. We could just jinbe and ignore this. Pick up, like, Toshigi. That's the choice. Oh, no, we've used our leader effect now. Yeah, because we've used the leader effect, the jinbe is worse. Could have considered that first. So we have 6, 7. We need 1 more reduction off these kicks. And we also can just play brand new. I mean, that works. That works, right? Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 3 Don left. Do I want to play a brand new, or do we want to swing 5 with Toshigi? I don't actually mind swinging 5 with Toshigi. Let's go 5 lead. I guess we let him use this effect, but it's whatever. Yeah, should have swung 5 with Toshigi first, probably. Can only use it once, though. Gives a 1k. Go 5. Now Jozu. Or this. Pick up this. Go to that. Go 5. Cancel. And then I'll swing 6. Cool. If he takes out one of our dudes, not that worried. We've played an extra body. We got rid of his. It's good. We went hand neutral because it was kick. And we picked up Shigi. Oh, that's an interesting one. Did not expect that. To be fair, didn't expect that one. But he died. We do have the Kuzan now, so we can just Kuzan Jozu. Sorry, Kuzan jinbe. Sure. Definitely not. Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. This Doffy is not... the Mihawk's honestly better, because it stops the Kuzan attacking. Get rid of Hina? Yeah, I guess. 7, 10. Yep, DMG. 10. Got to take this one. Pass. And then, like, if he has a Hody, if he's randomly playing Hody, then I think we've still got enough counter. But, yeah, this ain't good enough, man. That is not good enough. We can even just jinbe this again. It's literally correct as well, is the funny thing. 7 to Kuz. Do we just jinbe this again? He's gonna have 2 Don. We know he has a Mihawk though. Ah, he just leaves. Fair enough. He had no events. We could have jinbed that again, right? We could have literally just jinbed this. We can send it back to hand. And we'd have actually still won. We would have literally still won. Yeah, silly game into Mihawk, but this matchup does feel pretty strong. I think potentially I shouldn't... I don't know, this Kuzan got a lot of value over the game. He did. Maybe the way that I played it was right. Just let the Perona attack once. Remove the Chi with Isuka. Because then we had a pretty easy time removing both the Shanks and the Perona. Because the Kuzan was there. Yeah, this matchup feels good, I will say. Gotta go into Doffy. I'm going to take second. I like Kuzan. I like Tashigi. Ground Death, solid too. Let's keep this one. It's a good hand. Dellinger. Houndblaze is probably going to be useful. I think Brook is the least useful card here. Okay, it was Houndblaze after all. Never to know though, right? This is just a 2k. I'll take a Suru. That's the only card we can take actually, because she can't take Shigi. And then we'll pass. I can never... Yep, we're doing a search. We grab a Monet. Nice for next turn. We'll take this. No trigger. Go 5. Here, reduce Del. He's just going to redirect. Incredible. I guess we're expecting Monet next turn. Don't currently have a... just take another Del. Cool. Let's go with this. Don't currently have a... What's the face? That's not what I was looking for. Don't currently have a... Isuka. That's the name. I'll take one more. Okay, this is a little greedy, but we'll see. No, sure. Monet and Del, okay. Still no Isuka. Let's toss one of the Tashigis. Isuka? I am the best. I am the one. 5, reduce Monet. Oh, I'm so good. The extra consistency, though, right? You do see your shit pretty much every time. I must say. This deck is very consistent. This deck is very, very consistent. Still, I was quite lucky. My plan, if that wasn't the case, is to play another Kuzan, right? There's the Virgo. He's good. That's a freebie. Now, we need to double remove this Virgo. Fortunately for us, it's looking quite easy. I don't think we can remove everything, though. We can reduce this to 1 double Houndblaze, which is pretty solid. That will be 4. We'll only have 4 Don left. We're never removing this Doffy. We could just play another Kuzan. It's not bad. Or we can Rebecca Brook. Let's just start with 5 here. We could Rebecca Brook. And then Hound. So that's before 2. We'd have 2 more Don as well. We could play like a Tashigi there. That sounds alright. Is there anything I want to toss? Probably the Kuzan, because we're not going to play it at this point. Okay. I like it. Rebecca. Brook. Attempt to remove. He can remove 1, but he's removing Dons, right? He's removing Dons. Then we go 2 Don, Houndblaze, buff Tashigi, bottom Virgo. And then we can go 6 or 5, 6. 6 seems good actually, because they don't play a lot of 2Ks. Oh no, I want to play Tashigi. Do I want to play a Tashigi? What am I looking for? We kind of have everything. No 2Ks, eh? Cool. And he is on 7 Don, which is terrible. It's just terrible. Monet is back. Sure. How big are we swinging? I have so many cards in hand. 6 to Brook. We can 2K, 1K that. No blocker. Suru plus Tashigi. Then we can just Rebecca block this. Yep, very nice. So Isuka can pop this. 7 in trash. Hina plus Isuka plus Kuzan Brook. Yeah, we can remove everything here. Let's toss a Ground Death. Yeah, it's not really useful. Go 5 here, reduce Monet. Oh. Okay, was not thinking about that. Okay, we can't remove everything. Big throw there. I mean, we would have lost the -1 anyway. Did it matter? That was big. That was a really good play from him. I got cooked there a little bit. 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we won off now. Damn, that's unfortunate. What would I rather remove? Definitely the Doffy, right? Definitely the Doffy. That was a big mistake. I should have swung with this first. Wasn't thinking about the slow slide. Got caught off guard. Fool. Okay. Well, let's... Yeah, then let's Hina the Doffy and then Isuka over the top. Hina this. If you're with another Hina, then Brooke can drive by it. So we can clear them both. It's very expensive now because I fucked up. I think we just don't. I think we just don't. Yeah, it's a big mistake there. Really poor play from me. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Sure. You can do that, but you lose a dot, and now you can't 10 Doffy, right? That's why I wasn't really worried about the redivert. 6 to 4. Yeah, sure. You can have it. You're not having that one, though. Just a Rosie, wow. That's not good. It's not good. Trash your little black bears to draw 2. It's 5 Don open. That's a lot of Don open. Well, I'm going to not be an idiot this time. Can't believe I did that, man. So bad. Let's go 6 lead, reduce Rosie, right? Yep. 6 lead, reduce Rosie. Hound Blaze it. Probably... I don't think we're actually using leader effect this turn. I kind of like this hand. I do. Like, I'd be tossing a 2k, but I kind of like the 2k. Sure, slow beam sword. You can rest Isuka. We still got the Kuzan off this time, which is the important thing. Houndblaze, buff lead, bot this. Do want to attack them in A? Kind of. Isn't he uses redivert? Let's go 10 into it. He can like ramp 1,000 dons back, but that's kind of okay. Trash is a Virgo. Do I want to leader effect now? I could toss a... I think the Hina's good. Could toss a 2k. But I don't love doing that. Let's go 7. Then we'll go 8, hold 1 for ground death, I think. Yeah, it's a searcher event, if you like. It's not a good card. Maybe we can toss a 2k because we have the ground death. There's 2 more Don. Could do some kind of event with this. Not going to think too hard about it. There's so many different events he can have. Just another searcher event. Grabs a 2k. Okay, tosses the 2k and the 1k. Let's go 8. Cool, and... we can toss a Shigi. That's not very useful. We dug 1 card deeper and we have 1 open for ground death. He can 10 Doffy, but he can only stun 3 things, right? And we can just go 15. And I probably will. Okay, we appear to win. Cool. Go. 0. Yeah, there you go. He actually had quite a lot of counter. No, he didn't. He had, what, 4k, 8k, 9k. Yeah, he just loses to a big swing. Hey-ho. Nice to get a win there against Doffy. He didn't draw too badly either. He got the, yeah, he got the Monet Doffy Virgo, which is what you want to see. We kept the Virgo. I messed up as well on that one turn where I didn't swing the Kuzan first. Forgot about slow beam. It is what it is. We still managed to win fairly comfortably, even without. And we're about to draw a Tempest Kick as well, which is just incredible. Yeah, definitely losable this matchup. It's one of the tougher ones, but still, I think it's pretty decent. Gonna give him to Boa. I'm gonna take second. I mean, Kuzan on 4. Brand new on 2 as well. You kind of can't go wrong with brand new on 2, Kuzan on 4, can you? That's an old classico right there. Marineford is okay, but not essential. I think I'm going to toss Ground Death. Okay, that's not bad. Go with this. Looking for Isuka. No Isuka. We can only take a Hina there. That's fine, though. Hina's a good card. I would really like to see an Isuka, though. Just being able to bot deck their stuff is very important. Isuka and Houndblaze. Okay, well, we're not attacking next turn, I guess. 6. Yep, fine. No trigger on that. Definitely not. That's a great find, though. There's our Isuka. Look at this team. We're going to do great. Tashigi could be good. I think I'll toss the Marineford, actually. And then we'll just pass. I'm not going to give him the trigger. Absolutely no need for that. Boa, very nice. We do need to attack at some point, but I think this coming turn is not the turn. 6, that's brilliant. I was expecting 7. We'll give him a Suru. What's this 1 Dom for? Slave Arrow? Why are we keeping this up so early? Seems odd to me. Yeah, I think next turn is the double pop turn. We can double pop fairly easily. So I think we, again, don't attack. Just go with this. Bot deck this. And then trash. Probably a Hina. Hina Houndblade. We're on next turn. We're on 8. Kuzan Houndblaze, Hina. Rebecca Hina Houndblaze seems fine. Maybe just the Brook. But we are a little low on counter. I'm just the Hina. Okay, that's a really bad draw. Never mind. And yeah, next turn we're going to start attacking for sure. I promise. I promise you, sir. I will attack. Okay, Kuma's a little bit annoying. He's quite large. Tosses a Rand to heal to 5. 6, we'll go block 1k. Could have maybe took down to 2 there, but against Boa, it is a bit dodge. That is a great draw there with the second Isuka. Let's go 5 lead, reduce Kuma to 4. He'll take this one, I'm sure. Does, sorry. Does he get a trigger? This will be big if he does. No trigger, brilliant. Let's trash Kuzan, we don't need him. Another Houndblaze, potentially too many Houndblaze. We know there's another body coming out, very likely. But if we... It's hard, right? If I attack now... Can we double remove next turn? It's going to be hard, because he's going to drop Boa. We're getting in a more difficult position by the second. We are. We could attack 3 times now. It's pretty reasonable. We'll give him 1 body. Are we leader affected? Yeah, we have. Go 5. I believe this is this is the trigger though. Oh, it's just a blocker. Holy shit, we've been saved. That's incredible. I was expecting the Gorgons, right? It's always the Gorgons. Go 5 lead. That's brilliant. It's just a blocker. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Incredible. I will attack once more. I'm gonna risk it. Because we have to kill him at some point, right? Because the nine boas are coming. We've been very lucky with these triggers. Very, very lucky. The fact that this is not the Gorgons is just mad. Yeah, and then we go with Isuka. Go to this. Also, this card is bonkers, by the way. Like, this is ridiculous. I love it. Yeah, now if he just boas, we can free block, which is just so good, man. So good. Yeah, Boa, who knew? We'll take a life. Thanks to the brand new brother. There's no point you swinging 5, but you can if you want. I'm camping the button, brother. No! It's not happening, my man. It's not happening. Start with 5 lead, reduce this to 5. We're not quite at the point where we can just remove this. We can with Rebecca. We can with Rebecca. I'm going to toss one of these Hound Blazes. Stat. What if we could use 2 this turn, actually? If we like leader effect on... If we leader effect on this, we could buff the brand new. And then go Rebecca, Hina, Hound Blaze. So that'll be 4 for Rebecca. 2 for Hound Blaze, 2 for Hound Blaze. We'd have 2 more Don. Let's just go 5. Minus the bow. If he wants to use it to... If he wants to block a 5 with it, that's fine. Okay, we got to trigger that. No, boy, we are so lucky today. Holy. I'm going to do this. Yeah, Hound Blaze, buff brand new, get rid of you. We can, so we're doing Rebecca, Hina, Hound Blaze, 2 more. One is going to be a 9, so we can make the brand new a 7 as well. 7. And at this point, we don't even care about the triggers, because we're going to have a Rebecca blocker. If he does get triggers, I'll leave one up for the ground death rather than swinging the second 7. What's coming out, my brother? What trigger have we got? Surely a good one this time. You've had 2 bad ones. Okay, Shakuyaku's pretty decent. Not crazy, but it's one of the better ones you can get. Is the draw 30. Could just leave this Isuka up now, to be honest. Attacking for another 6 is not bad, though, because he can't take the 6. Can't take it if it's a 7. But I think we do want one for the ground death, just in case. So let's go 6. Okay. Rebecca. Hina. Hina. Over brand new. Reduce this. Hound Blaze. Buff this. Get rid of that. 9. We'll put him to 0. And we should just win next turn. We should just win next turn. A little bit lucky with the triggers there, but we played very patiently in the early game. So I was expecting that Boa blocker that came out. I can't even show you it because it's at the bottom of the deck. The Boa blocker that came out, I was expecting it was going to be Gorgons and we're going to have a bit of a tougher time. Well, he's actually countering this 9. I mean, I think you had to gamble there and go for it, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. We got ground death. We got triple 1s. We're fine. We've got 2 lives. We've got a Rebecca blocker. Yep, I just don't care. What we got, like 5, 6? I'm just going for lethal, man. It's Jova. It's Jova. 5 here, absolutely not. You can have no blocker. You can have brand new. And then I guess we can just block with Rebecca in the second one. It's whatever. I don't want to give a ground death for that. Just in case. So he's got 2 lives. 2 cards. I guess we can start with A5. We've got so many swings. We can even probably remove this if we really want to. Which is so silly. So silly. Boa plays quite a few bricks as well. Always the chance that one of these cards is a brick. Just go 5. Okay. 7. 7. And then the rest. Jeez. Well, we didn't even need the rest. It was a femur. There's always a femur. Well played to our opponent. We played very patiently early on. Bot decking is so broken because it's not KOing into Boa. And that makes the matchup feel a lot better. Got to give him to Croc. I ruined our first game by forgetting to attack. What a moron! I do see Isuka. I see jinbe. I don't see anything else too crazy, though. I'm going to mully. Okay, this is a very strong hand. We've got Toshigi. We've got a Kuzan. I can just dump the kick as well. He gets a Croc off his Sunday. Jinbe in hand is brilliant. Let's just dump the kick. I'll trash a Suru. Toshigi. Ground Death, not really what I'm looking for. We'll play Toshigi. Isuka is exactly what I'm looking for, and then I'll pass. Great start, really good start here. He's probably going to do 5-5. Yep, we'll take the first one, though. Then we'll have to counter the second one, unfortunately. Yeah, sure. We'll just give him, I guess, another Toshigi. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Go 2-2. 5 lead. Kuzan. Trash one, draw one. I'll trash a Ground Death. Turn Shiggy, not bad. Maybe use her on 8. 5 Don, 5 here. I'll take once more. Definitely no trigger on that one. Mr. 1. Sure, just has a Mr. 1. Why not? Why not? We can just Isuka this turn. Do we have a Brook? We do not have a Brook. We may need another Isuka, which means we may need this Toshigi. I'll trash a Houndblaze. And we got another Toshigi, okay. Let's go 5 here, reduce this. If I had a Brook, I'd keep the Isuka. But I don't have a Brook, so it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's get rid of that. This has gone pretty much exactly the same as the first game. He played a Mr. 5 instead of the Mr. 1 last time. Miss Merry Christmas. Oh dear, he's missed his Missile Sunday. He got it last time, and we managed to remove the whole thing, which was insane. Absolutely insane. Let me sort my hand. 6-5, absolutely not. We'll give you one to Shigi. That's a lot of Shigi's gone. 6-5, how about Suru? So what do we need to remove this? We need some kind of removal. We don't need the reduction. So let's toss a Hina. Let's play Toshigi. Any Isukas? No, we could... Oh, there is an Isuka. We can Isuka or we can Kuzan. We have the Jinbe for next turn. I think I prefer the Isuka here. We'll just get rid of it again. So good. So broken, man. Go 5 lead, reduce this. Do you want to play the stage? I might play the stage this turn. If he wants to use a Miss Merry Christmas on it, then fine, I guess. We could just toss the stage, though, later on. And go either... We want another Chi. Another Chi could be okay. The stage is honestly fine in hand as well. Yeah, let's just go 7. Just go 7. We'll force a life. Elizabello II. Yo, bro is cooking. What is bro cooking? That's fire. And then we'll go with Isuka again. Get rid of this. Pass it over. I love this card, man. This lady is so epic. I love her. She's great. Yeah, bring her back. Bring him back. Isuka can't attack. Kuzan can't attack. Doesn't even bother. Now we're going to remember I'm a genius. The way Donda. And then we'll play Jinbe over the top of Toshigi. Use the card action. Bounce this. Leader effect. Trash. Hound Blaze. Jinbe gains Rush. Go 6 from Isuka. And then 10 from Jinbe. It's got to counter this 6. Cool. Does indeed. 10 from Jinbe. Cool. Now we just have one more thing that can attack, right? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're in a good spot. He can do this again. He can stop Kuzan from attacking. He has to stop Kuzan from attacking. 6-5. I'll block and Brook here. Block and Brook's fine. Yep. KO this. Stop Kuzan from attacking, so otherwise you lose. Ground this not bad. So we have 1, 2, 3 on board, reduced to 5. We need 3 more. So we need we've just multiple series. We can just Rebecca Hina. It will involve Hinaing over something good, but is what it is. So 4 Don Rebecca Hina, 2 Don Hound Blaze, 1 Don Stage. Let's just start. Stage, deploy, rest, stage, -1 here, so he's at 6. Could play the Hina over the Rebecca, right? Kind of like that, you know? So we can go 2 Don Hound Blows, buff this, remove this. And then I might keep 1 open for ground death, so we can go 7, 7, 8, which is just incredible. Like, we're going to be very, very close to killing him this turn, which is mad. And we removed his crocodile, and we played another guy. Ridiculous. What did he use the 1 Dom for? Oh, he used the ground death last on the first swing. Oh, here's an 8. And we can trash on draw 1. Honestly, we don't really need to, but I guess I can trash Toshigi. Sure, we drew a brick. Incredible, we just win next turn. That was a very representative game into Crocodile of how pretty much all my games have been going. Yes, he whiffed the Sunday, but in the game where I fucked up, we had exactly the same setup, except I removed everything from the Sunday. He went Sunday to Babe. I had Kuzan on the board. We were -5 on the Sunday. So I went -5 on the Sunday with the Kuzan and the leader. Hound Blaze it. And then Isuka the Babe, which is just so fucking broken, bro. So broken. Crocodile, okay. Haute Couture, sure. We have 1 Don open. 7 from Hina. Ground death. And that'll be the game. GG's. Yeah, GG's for our opponent there. GG's. I have found the Crocodile matchup to be quite winning. So, what do you think of the deck? What do you think of the games? No game into Ace in this video. If you do want to see a game into Ace, there's a card on your screen at the end of the video that's got like a Japanese POV game of the player who won that locals playing Sakazuki into an Ace. The Aces I was finding on the sim, they were just either not very good, their lists were not very good, or they were leaving really early. The closest game I had to completion, he played 2 Whitebeards, I removed them both, and then he just left. It's like, I'd have liked to finish that game, because it was actually quite good. We were in a really, really good position. I had like a Kuzan on the board and Isuka. I think I had a Hina. We were kind of gaming, but he left. He couldn't take the heat. So I didn't include that game as a result. But if you do want to see a game into Ace, check out the video that's linked at the end of this one. But regardless, I think your matchups into the new leaders, right? I think they're just all pretty favoured. Doffy's probably the toughest, just because of that Virgo. He's pretty awkward. Unlike Lucci, we have a way easier time of double removing. Hound Blaze is like ridiculous. Even if they negate this, they're losing a Don, and you still paid 2 Don for a 3k buff. Like, Rayleigh was just playing King Kong Gatling, which was 2 Don for a 4k buff. This card is bonkers. This card has always been bonkers. Just Sakazuki's the only leader that can really take advantage of it, at least to the fullest. But I do actually think Sakazuki has a decent chance in this meta. Yes, Emu is unwinnable. Yes, Zoro is very bad. If those decks come back, maybe I'll be in my words, but at least currently, they're not at the like representation percentages, where it means you just can't play the deck. It just means that you need to dodge that matchup. But in a format where we're looking like, I don't know, between sort of 6 and 10 decks that are very good, having 1 bad matchup, I don't know, that doesn't seem too bad to me. Maybe I'm coping, though. Maybe I'm coping. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.